So I recently self-published a book on Amazon about a week ago, and I figured I was going to do a update video on how everything's going a month later, but I'm back a week later with an update because I'm surprised at the results that I'm getting so far. When I published my book on Amazon, I haven't done any advertisements, and I haven't told anyone yet because I'm still getting my advertisement ready. And on top of that, my ebook, when I published it, the words were some of them were like scrunched up together. So I had to get that fixed, and I had to contact Amazon and see what's going on their end because everything on my end looked fine up until when I published it. So I did not want to say anything until everything's like good to go. And surprisingly, I already got my first sale, and my first sale came from overseas. And that surprised the heck out of me. And I did made a couple of more sales a few days after that. But the reason why I'm so surprised is because I did not advertise whatsoever. And there's a lot of books on Amazon. If you go on Amazon, look up books, look up, I don't know, paranormal mystery. That's the category that my book is in. There's so many books. So in order for your book to be seen, you have to advertise it, and you have to have it ranking. And my book is not ranking as of yet because I haven't done any advertisement. And as an entrepreneur, it's like, when you put out a product, you have to talk about it. Like, you can't just put something up, just have it sitting there looking pretty, and it's going to get sales. Like, that's not how it works. So I'm very surprised that my book got its first sale like maybe 2 days after I published it. And then a few days later, I got more sales. So, besides me, because I had to get a copy of my book, so I don't count. So, besides me, so far, I've made like 7 sales. And even though that is small right now, it's only been a week, and I haven't talked about it, I haven't advertised it, I haven't done none of that. So, and there's a lot of books on Amazon. So for mine to get noticed, that means something. Here's the thing, I had no idea that I made any sales. I just so happened to look at my back end a few days later because I wanted to see how everything works. And I looked at my back end, went into it thinking that, I didn't make no sales yet because, I didn't advertise anything and all that stuff. So when I saw that I made some sales, I was so surprised, and I was just like, okay, obviously I am a new author, so people don't know me like that. They don't know how my writing style is. And like I said, no advertising. Didn't even like tell friends or family just yet. And these are complete strangers who bought my book. So how the heck did they see my book on Amazon when there's so many books out there? And I think it's because it's definitely the cover art. My cover art is unique, like the whole blood dripping down on her head, and just is different. And on top of that, it is a retelling of a Cinderella story. And I mentioned this in a video like months ago. When it comes to remaking something, a lot of people do that and they give it no justice whatsoever. Like some musics nowadays it's just like they remake a song and it sounds so bad. So if you're going to remake something, at least give it some justice, because that's how you, as a new artist or a new writer or a new whatever, that's how you get seen, because people, they usually listen to or buy things that are familiar, and they're not gonna try new things all the time because they don't want to waste their money, they don't want to waste their time, they don't know what this is about. So therefore, they tend to not really buy something that's new unless people are talking about it and saying, oh, you gotta listen to this, or you gotta like read this or whatever because it's good. So for me, I I wrote other books, but I wanted to put out this Cinderella first because it is a familiar territory that a lot of people know about, and there's so many retellings of Cinderella, so I was just like, let me jump into this, but I have to make it so unique that it's like, okay, like I gotta check this out, but it's still familiar. So I think it's because the fact that it's familiar, and whoever bought it, they probably saw it and was just like, oh, this is different. And on top of that, it is, you know, like I said, different but familiar at the same time. And that definitely goes hand in hand when it comes to being a good marketer or good just whatever when it comes to entrepreneurship. So the only thing that sucked so far was the fact that for the ones who did buy my ebook version, they bought it at a time where the words were crunched up, and publishing it, like before publishing it, everything on my end looked fine. But when everything was officially published and I saw the ebook version, all the words were crunched up. So I had to get everything fixed. And it took about a week for Amazon to respond back. So it does suck that they bought the ebook version during the time where I needed to get everything fixed. But other than that, I am grateful for the sales so far. And as of right now, did start I did started telling a few people that my book is up now, and I told my mom, and she sent out the link to everybody in the group chat. And I'm nervous, you know, I'm a little shy, and I did write some stuff in my book, so I don't know how I'm gonna feel going to like the next family reunion or something. And I don't know, like I know they're gonna say like, so I read your book, but that's something I'm gonna have to get over really quick, because you can't get nowhere in life being shy and nervous or whatever. But other than that, that is my update. And if you are into the whole entrepreneur thing and you're planning on putting out things, hopefully I said something that clicked, like a light bulb went off. I don't know. But if not, so good. One more thing too. For me, this is not like a super fast race and I have to get to the finish line super quick. That's another reason why I didn't mention anything just yet, because I'm not in a rush to make like 1,000 sales. And you know, I gotta take my time with this, especially if I'm choosing this journey, this book as a career path. um I need to take my time doing things. And I don't think it would be wise for anybody to jump into whatever it is that you're doing and try to rush success, because most likely you will crash and burn pretty quick. So if anything, if you didn't get anything out of this video, that would be my best advice so far. So yeah,